Welcome back to our series on the fundamentals of rifle marksmanship. In this video, we're going to be talking about stability of hold and breath control. Now, hopefully you never find yourself shooting from a balance board, but I wanted to demonstrate that even in the most unstable of shooting positions, good fundamentals can help overcome that. Stability of hold refers to your ability to keep the rifle still while keeping the sights on target. And the stability of a position is determined by how well you can hold the weapon, as well as you and the weapon's contact with the ground and other support structures. The more contact and surface area that you and the weapon have with the ground and other support surfaces, the more stable the position will be. However, just note that it's impossible to eliminate all movement of the sights, and there will be a natural wobble of the sights on target. You just have to know how much movement is acceptable so that you can still take the shot. And the primary firing positions include standing, kneeling, sitting, and prone, with prone generally being the most stable because you have the most contact with the ground. Keep in mind that stability and mobility are often inversely related. So the more stable positions often offer less mobility, and then the more mobile positions are less stable.
Time to go mobile.
And there are 6 factors that affect stability of hold, and they are support hand placement, stock placement in the shoulder, firing hand grip, firing side elbow, stock weld, and then external weapon support. Let's start with the support hand placement. The position of your support hand affects the amount of muscular tension needed to hold the weapon up in positions where it isn't supported by the ground or other objects. And when shooting from a barricade, use your support hand to pin the handguard to the barricade. In the prone position, consider resting the magazine on the ground as a monopod and then placing your support hand on top of the handguard near the receiver. Now in the Marines, they used to teach us that placing the magazine on the deck when you're shooting will induce malfunctions. However, this is not the case.
Really?
But if placing the magazine on the deck or on the ground induces malfunctions with your gun, then there's either something wrong with your magazine or your gun. And then for more mobility and recoil control in kneeling and standing positions, position your hand further forward on the handguard. Keep in mind that this may reduce stability and cause fatigue, depending on your body type and the weight of the weapon. Next is stock placement in the shoulder. Proper stock placement provides stability, resists recoil, ensures proper weapon function, and prevents slipping during multiple shots. Place the rifle stock firmly in the shoulder pocket located between the deltoid and pectoral muscles, or you can just think of it as the spot where your backpack strap rests. Then adjust the vertical placement of the stock to accommodate a natural point of aim and a comfortable cheek weld. Next, let's talk about firing hand grip. You want to hold the pistol grip firmly with your firing hand to pull the stock into your shoulder, but you don't want to grip too tightly or pull too hard, as this can hinder trigger control due to the increased strain of the muscles of the hand. And next we have firing side elbow placement. You want to position your firing side elbow naturally to help stabilize the position and to create that shoulder pocket to help with the placement of the stock. In sitting, kneeling, and standing positions, avoid flagging your elbow out to the side, as it offers less support and can reveal your position when using cover and concealment. And then stock weld refers to the placement of your firing side cheek against the top of the stock. Make sure to maintain a firm and consistent contact between your cheekbone and the stock, using your cheek muscles as a cushion. And then keep your head as straight as possible with the weapon to avoid eye strain from looking out of the corner of your eye or under your eyebrow. And speaking of good fundamentals, if you want to dramatically improve yours and then also support this channel so I can keep making videos like this, then head over to Mantis using my affiliate link below and grab one of their dry fire training devices. Their Blackbeard and Blackbeard X are specifically designed for the AR15, and these devices allow you to practice dry fire without having to cycle the action after each shot because they automatically reset the trigger. And the Blackbeard X uses an accelerometer and Bluetooth to sync with the Mantis Laser Academy, and this can further analyze your shot groups to help work on your fundamentals, or if you need to practice shooting from a balance board for some reason. And if you use my affiliate link below in the description of the video, it'll help support the channel at no extra cost to you, which is awesome, especially when YouTube likes to demonetize channels like this. So thanks for your support, and let's get back to the video. And then finally, we have external weapon support. External weapon support includes contact between your weapon and the ground or other surfaces that can provide stability. Examples include using the magazine as a monopod, employing tripods, or resting the handguards against a barricade. Think about stability of hold like links in a chain. The fewer links in the chain of connection between your weapon and the ground, and the more surface area in contact, the better your stability of hold will be. However, you have to balance practicality, mobility, and stability for optimal results. Just be sure to avoid bone-on-bone support, because this can induce unwanted movement as the bones roll and slide over each other. And next we have breath control. Now, breath control and stability of hold are actually two separate fundamentals. However, I tied them both into this video because they're both directly related. Breath control is essential for precision shooting because breathing can cause movement of the weapon and therefore disrupt the sight picture. The goal is to fire the shot during the natural respiratory pause when there is minimal movement. The breath control process is as follows. Assume a firing position, stop breathing at your natural respiratory pause and adjust the sights for a natural point of aim. And then resume breathing and observe the sights movement as you breathe in and breathe out. And then take a slightly deeper breath, then exhale to that natural respiratory pause, wait for your sights to settle, press the trigger, and fire the shot. Just avoid holding your breath too long because this can induce muscle tremors and increase your heart rate. And if the sight picture doesn't settle during that natural respiratory pause, then resume normal breathing and try again. And remember that while breath control may be crucial for precision shooting, it's not as important at close range and in defensive situations. I hope you've enjoyed the video. In our next and final video in this series, we're gonna be talking about follow through. Thanks again for watching, and as always, train to a higher standard. In this video, we're gonna be talking about double feeds, the chain, and the bigger those links are, which would be the less essential for precision shooting, it may not apply and may not be as. In the next video, we're going to be talking about the in our next and final video in this series on the fundamentals of rifle. Thanks again for watching, and as always, train to a higher standard. Cut.